Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and realizing that every single action you take is like being actively published as a new book of the Bible.
Right, for literally everyone around you to read.
Yeah, exactly. Would you be proud of the text or just totally terrified? Our mission today is exploring a specific theological concept from the March 17th entry of a devotional.
That's the one titled Rhapsody of Realities by Pastor Chris, right?
Yes, which you can find at rhapsodyofrealities.org. And the goal here is to really examine this profound distinction the text makes. It's about the difference between merely telling the truth and the actual manifestation of the truth.
It's a huge difference.
It really is. Okay, let's unpack this. Is telling the truth basically like, handing someone a piece of sheet music?
I like that analogy.
Right. While manifesting the truth is like actually playing the symphony out loud, because handing out sheet music is easy, but playing the symphony means someone actually has to listen to me practice the tuba.
And I'm guessing your tuba playing isn't exactly Grammy-worthy.
Oh, my Tuesday morning commute tuba playing is definitely not Grammy-worthy.
Well, what's fascinating here is how the source actually anchors this idea of playing the notes.
How so?
Drawing on verses like 2 Corinthians 4.2 and John 17.17, the devotional establishes this core premise. It says that true Christianity, according to this text anyway, isn't just about stating facts or just being a nice, honest person.
That goes deeper.
Exactly. It's about your actual life becoming a living Bible, like to the point where others can literally read the Word of God just by observing your daily actions.
And hold on. Being a living text sounds beautifully poetic.
It does.
But practically speaking, it sounds terrifying.
Oh, absolutely.
Because the source pulls this really striking imagery from 2 Corinthians 3.3, describing believers as epistles of Christ.
Letters, yeah.
Right, letters. But it says this letter isn't written with normal ink or carved onto stone tablets. It's written with the Spirit on the fleshy tables of the heart.
Which is wild imagery.
It's so intense. If the paper is my actual heart and the ink is the Spirit, how do I keep from just, messing up the draft? Like, if I snap at the cashier at the grocery store, am I basically publishing a typo in the Bible?
That is exactly the kind of anxiety this concept creates.
Right.
Which is why the author doesn't just hand you this massive assignment without providing a blueprint.
Okay, so there's a blueprint. What is it?
To understand how you were supposed to handle that pressure, the text points straight to the historical baseline, which is Jesus. Referencing John 1.14, where the Word was made flesh, the text argues that every single step he took was essentially the Word of God in action.
Sure, yeah, but that's Jesus.
The ultimate example.
Exactly. For you and me, the gap between that blueprint and our reality just feels huge.
It feels impossible.
Yeah. How does a normal person actually do that without just aggressively pretending to be perfect all the time?
Well, that brings us to the underlying mechanism. The devotional doesn't just say, try really hard to copy Jesus.
Thank goodness.
Right. Instead, it points to 1 Peter 1.23, which talks about believers being born of incorruptible seed.
Incorruptible seed, like spiritual DNA.
Exactly like spiritual DNA. You aren't just mimicking behavior through sheer willpower. The argument here is that by taking in the Word, you share his actual genetic material.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the text pairs that with 1 John 4.112. It says, as he is, so are we in this world. It's an argument of spiritual lineage.
Ah, okay, I see. So it's less about avoiding typos through stress and perfectionism.
Right.
And more about letting that spiritual DNA just naturally dictate the story.
Precisely. That incorruptible seed is what naturally produces those actions in you over time.
So when I snap the cashier...
When you snap at the cashier, you aren't permanently rewriting your spiritual DNA. You're just, failing to express it in that given moment.
Okay, that takes a lot of the pressure off.
It really does. The goal the text is setting isn't flawless behavioral modification. It's about allowing that internal spiritual reality to manifest outwardly. You are shifting from a static document to a living organism that's just expressing its true nature.
So what does this all mean? Distilling it down, the devotional's call to action is for you to be the Word alive today.
Exactly.
It's an invitation to walk, talk, and bless lives. To actively move those ancient texts off the page and into your present reality.
Bring it into the real world.
Right. It's an exercise in taking that spiritual DNA and letting it shape how you navigate the grocery store, the office, and everything in between.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this is really the concept of embodiment.
Embodiment, yeah.
It pushes way past the comfortable idea of merely speaking your beliefs. It challenges you to physically embody them.
In a way that people can actually see.
Right, in a way that is visible, active, and impactful to everyone you encounter.
Which brings us right back to that symphony.
The tuba practice.
Exactly, the tuba. It is never enough to just hand out the sheet music.
Yeah.
You really have to play the notes, tuba mistakes and all.
You really do.
Which leaves you with one final lingering question to mull over as you go about your day.
Oh, this is a good one.
If your daily actions truly are a living Bible being read by everyone around you, what exact message did your life publish today?
We trust you were blessed by this episode. To gain unlimited access to Rhapsody of Realities by Pastor Chris, please download the Rhapsody app using the link myapp.rhapsodyofrealities.org. God bless you.